All right, and we're live. Sorry, everybody. My puppy is kind of obsessed with me, and she's being really silly right now. But welcome to Tigress Talk, the first and only show made all by women. And my name's Jess. I am a season ticket holder for 11 years now. So thanks for tuning in, ladies.
I'm Kayla. I'm a lifelong Bengals fan, but this is the first year that my dad and I always watch the games together, and so this is the first year we have season tickets. I'm really excited for this season because of that.
Yay! I'm super excited too.
I'm Jerry, and I do have a confession. I've loved football since I can remember, but I was not always a Bengals fan. I started out as a Dolphins fan because I spent the first 6 years of my life in Fort Lauderdale, Vero Beach, that area. And I think I only liked the Dolphins to make my dad mad. And then when we moved back to Ohio, I just kept liking them until I was like 9 or 10 because I was upset that we moved to Ohio. But now I will never, ever go back to anybody but the Bengals. So, and I don't have season tickets, but I've been to at least one game a year since 2005. So, and that includes last year too.
That's a lot for being far away. Miss Whitney.
Yeah, I'm Whitney. I am originally from the Cincinnati area, born and raised a Bengals fan. I think I got my first little Bengals tracksuit at 2 years old, and so I've been a fan ever since. I'm in Fairmont County area, so shout out to the East Siders, and lived most of my adult life in northern Kentucky, which I thought was the best side of the river, to be honest. And now I'm in Florida with Jerry, but on the other coast, I'm on the Atlantic. So
funny how life works out and takes us places, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so we got some great stuff to talk about today. So first topic is the Dolphins game on Sunday. And, you know, I had a lot of stuff prepared and then all the cuts were made. And I was like, well, there goes all my stuff I prepared. So, you know, I think mostly we'll want to talk about, you know, the changes on the roster. But I will say that it was really awesome to be back in Paul Brown Stadium. It was really awesome to be back with my tailgate friends. You know, we didn't get to tailgate it all last year because of the pandemic. And, you know, I didn't go to very many games. Cap obviously went to all the games, but, you know, it was masked. So just being back with everybody was just so amazing. And, you know, the standing ovation when Joe Burrow took the field, really, I was literally sobbing. Like I was like standing up and crying and clapping. So, you know, it was just a really great atmosphere. I loved being back there. Did the ovation come across on TV? I was wondering.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry, could you tell? Oh, good.
Absolutely. I had goosebumps. I wanted to throw up, and I thought I was going to have like a panic attack the entire time. I don't think I breathed until he got off the field.
Yeah. Luckily for me, I had been at work since 6 o'clock that morning. And then as soon as I got off work, I immediately started drinking. So I was like 2 or 3 in at the start of the game. So luckily that took away a lot of my nerves, but I was definitely very nervous when he took the field. And I think that was part of my emotions too. But what did you think, Whitney, when you saw that on TV?
Yeah, it was a really cool moment, and you know, I'll give the broadcasters credit; like they really made space for that on TV. So it did come across, and they did a lot of panning of the stadium and the fans, and so you felt like you felt it, you felt the energy, and then it was just cool to see him. Really, even though it was a preseason game, is the most people he's come out to since his career started here. So yeah, it was neat.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers for Sunday versus, you know, last season type numbers, but you know, they had all the rows in the front blocked off, and then we were like spread out. So it was definitely more condensed, even if it was, you know, similar numbers. It was very condensed because, you know, a lot of people were in those first couple rows. So I feel like that really kind of changed the energy on the field. Because the thing I like about sitting so close is like I can like yell at people and they're like This crazy girl talking to me. So like they can hear you when you're down there. So that was like I loved being back there in my seat, that I've sat in for how many years now. So that was really awesome for me. But Kayla, what did you think being back in the jungle?
Oh, it was awesome. I didn't get to go to any games last year with everything that was going on, so it was just great to be back, and it was an awesome environment. Like all the new stuff that they've added was like all the little videos and everything was like pumping me up. I'm so excited. I'm ready for week 1. I wish it was tomorrow.
I thought it was really cool. They did a lot of new things, and they're going to be doing a lot of new things, I think, as the season rolls on with the video board and the videos that they've made. And, Boomer Esiason, he was there in town interviewing Joe Burrow a while back. So they must have got this video when they were interviewing him, but it was really cool because he was like getting everybody pumped up. And the most important thing that he said, though, was make sure you be quiet on offense. And that has been a pet peeve of mine. Oh my gosh, when everything is quiet and all you hear is opposing fans yelling for defense, but then there's like 1 or 2 people yelling "Go Bengals," it is like the most annoying thing to be in the entire world. It's like the biggest pet peeve of mine. So I love the fact that Boomer was like, "Make sure you stay quiet on offense." And next time I'm going to be like, "Did you hear Boomer? Make sure you stay quiet on offense," because that seriously drives me crazy. But then he was like, then at the end he's like, "And make sure we get loud on defense." And he started like getting like really into it. And like we were on defense. So of course everybody's like, freaking out. And oh God, it was so good. I loved that video. And I'm really excited for what else they have in store for this season. So it's going to be good.
Yeah, we missed that if we weren't there.
It's like the things like that. I feel like you wouldn't see unless you were there, just because they're so like quick and they're usually during timeouts or commercial breaks and stuff like that. So definitely one of the better benefits of being there in the jungle, getting to see all the cool stuff that they do. Did they show anything on TV about the ruler of the jungle at all? Could you guys see any of that?
No.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you about that because I feel like I wasn't on Twitter as much this week as I normally am, but I feel like I didn't see that, and I was really pumped for.
So I think they probably have some kinks to work out still. It was kind of like we did the Who Dey chant, and they showed JB, God love him, and his little, I don't even know, he had like a hat, like a crown on him, and he had this like staff, and he looked amazing. And we all did the Who Dey chant, and so I think it'll be different maybe next time, but it was a lot of fun. It was really cool to see. And then all this like smoke and like stuff was happening behind. It was like really cool. And I sit in the south end zone. And so the stage is like right above where I sit. And so I was like turned around and you could see like all this like orange smoke, and it was really cool. And, I know everybody was making fun of the Tigers and stuff this week, but I thought those were so awesome. I
loved them. I thought they looked really cool. And I think they're going to look even better. Like everything I saw was on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
But it looked great, and I'm sure it's only going to look better like during the actual season. So
yeah. I mean, I feel like before they didn't have anything; they just had like the cheerleaders lined up, and then the guys would run out, and it was still like emotional. But now, like with the Tigers and the drama and everything else, it's like it just gives it like that much extra.
I'm going to be the jerk here and say like I'm not on the plastic-looking tiger bandwagon.
That's okay.
I'm just not. I mean, I loved everything else that they did, and I seriously, like Emily and Elizabeth and everybody else that was involved in the new stadium experience, I cannot wait, and I was super jealous of you and Kayla to see it in person. But the Tigers, especially at least on TV, come off a little cheapy to me.
Did they?
To me.
Yeah. You know what? Admittedly, I am like a lover of all things cheesy and corny. So, they could come up with like the dumbest thing ever, and I'd be like, that was great, because I love dumb, cheesy stuff. So I totally respect that. And I feel like a lot of people agreed with you. A lot of people were really making fun of it. So, it is what it is. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. They did a great job. It was hype.
Yeah. Yep. So that, anything else about the game that you guys wanted to talk about?
I mean, I didn't get to see a whole lot of it because I was at a baby shower and I almost
remember it. Did you fight those old ladies?
They yelled at me. when I turned the channel because they were like, "We're watching golf." I'm like, nobody's even been paying attention. And then
Everybody watching golf. Get out of here.
And they're like, "Who wants to watch the Bengals?" I'm like, you
Oh,
cannot act up in front of all these people that you don't know at a baby shower.
Right.
But I got to watch the last half of it in a bedroom with an entire bottle of champagne to myself. So,
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Jerry, I think there's a good chance I will be driving up the highway to from Florida straight into Knoxville, Tennessee on Sunday, and we'll miss probably the first game.
oh
So I don't know. I think I might run away or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's hard being distant.
Sorry, my dogs just freaked the fuck out. My husband's outside, so they're like freaking out. Sorry, they're terrible dogs. Absolutely terrible. Okay.
That was a big bark for little dogs, by the way. I just assumed that was Jerry's dog.
That was the big one. That was the big old
Wow.
one.
Wow.
Who was just barking like that. So he can bark a lot louder than the rest of them. Sorry about that. Anyways, any other? So, Darius Hodge, we're excited about him.
yeah. I'm so excited to see, because he had such a great preseason. I'm excited to see how that will transition into the regular season. And if he can, hopefully he can keep up this level of play, because he's a monster out there. And I think we're all really proud of him.
Yeah, I definitely am. I am very excited. I'm very excited about his potential.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and he
All
earned
right.
his way onto the roster. His stats were
Yeah.
great for preseason. Yeah.
All right. So I guess the big news is all the roster cuts. Some definite surprises there. I think. What do you guys think as far as surprise? Who are you most surprised about to see cut?
Mike Daniels.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
so
was
sad.
I was
heartbreaking.
so sad for Mike.
I think everybody's really sad. And, I feel like it's really rare to have a player who interacts with fans the way Mike has and the way he kind of puts himself out there. I feel like a lot of times the players, they have to remain a little bit guarded on social media because people are so quick to be ugly on social media. And so a lot of times I feel like they kind of stay guarded and for good reason. But, when we can get one that like really opens up and interacts with people, I think that is amazing. So I was very, very, very sad to see him go.
Yeah.
I didn't see. Did he hook on with anyone else today? I didn't read that news yet.
I didn't see anything today.
No,
I don't think yet.
I'm sure
But
he will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was shocked at how losing both Price and Michael Jordan. I thought that I don't know. It's just a new era, I guess, but I didn't see that coming. I thought we would at least keep, I don't know, one of the two.
Yeah,
but
and I feel like the national commentators and stuff really kind of had a field day with that because they were like, you got the worst O-line and you're cutting players. And it's like, okay, but like, no offense to Billy and Michael, because I wish them nothing but success. But I feel like you can cut players if they're not performing
Working
the way
out.
that you
Yeah.
thought that they would. Like, you're not helping anybody by keeping these vets when you've drafted guys that you think are going to get the job done. So, I could see it. And I know I keep saying this every week, but I really, I place a lot of trust in Frank Pollock. I think he's really good at evaluating talent and knows what he's got. And he wasn't here last year. These were not his guys last year. So I feel like he's going to make the line the way he wants to. And if our second string guys are all really young, then, that's what he thinks is the best way to go. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I was kind of okay with it.
I think I was most surprised about Billy Price just because now the only backup we have for Trey Hopkins is a rookie. We have one guy and so I guess maybe that's a testament to how Trey's coming along because I don't know much about him, so I can't judge. Like maybe he's got a lot of promise and a high ceiling, but wasn't Frank a part of who scouted for Billy in the first place? Like I kind of felt like with Frank coming back that he was really going to take Billy Price under his wing and try to get him to the next level, at least as a solid backup for Hopkins. But I think that was the one that surprised me more.
You know what? I agree, but I think, the fact that we got JB Hill, the defensive end, for him, I think really says a lot about, his caliber of player. And I really think that he's going to do well with that, in the future. So I think that was basically the biggest value player that we could go without, I guess, in order to get what we need in a defensive end. So, again, I kind of see it, but yeah, I agree. And I'm a big Ohio State fan, so I was really rooting for him. He did well at Ohio State, and so did Michael Jordan. So it's like, it's just it's hard. It's hard, but I gotta trust that these guys know what they're doing, I guess. But
I agree.
I was glad to see a lot of the guys come back for the practice squad. A lot of the guys that I really wanted to keep. A lot of especially the rookies that I really liked. I'm glad that they got to come back for the practice squad. Travion is obviously not a rookie, but I was glad that we got to keep him because he's one of my favorites. And I know Thaddeus Moss is kind of a fan favorite. I am kind of more standoffish on him, but
me too.
I was glad that he could at least stay on the practice squad. But he was undrafted. He cleared waivers now. So it's like the people who are banging the Thaddeus Moss drum, I can't quite get on board with that. But I feel like he is, good to have on the practice squad. So.
Yeah. I think a lot of it comes from the obvious, like his dad and his time with Joe. Which is legit. Like they had some good times together at LSU. But I'm like you, Jess. Like he has to, like anybody else, and he did have a nice game last game. So so I think practice squad, quite frankly, and then Irwin and Thomas. I know Greg just commented on them as surprising, but they got on the practice squad, right? I kind of lost track of that today. We have them back, right?
I know we waived Trenton Irwin. I don't know if that's
I feel
the
like I might
latest.
have seen a tweet that they got put on the practice squad, but I can't swear to it.
I don't think he's on the official list.
No, that's surprising.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about them only keeping 5 wide receivers on the roster? Do you think they'll get somebody else?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I really feel like they have a lot of talent there. I hope, knock on wood, nothing happens with injuries, but I don't know. I don't know if they will or not. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I feel like we're pretty stacked in the wide receiver department, barring any injuries. Fingers crossed, nothing happens. But I'm pretty confident with the guys that we have right now.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I was kind of shocked at I'm pleasantly surprised because I wouldn't have called it at the beginning of the season, but Chris Evans getting on the actual roster and earning his way, that's pretty cool. And I'm happy that we have Patrick on he's on the practice squad, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So I think, and Travion. So I think that it worked out the way it should for running back position.
Yeah, I totally agree. I know they had said when they first waived Patrick that they really wanted him for the practice squad. So I'm glad that they got to keep him. I know sometimes, and even I think, a lot of our guys on the practice squad, other teams will kind of, pick through our guys on the practice squad. And that's a big thing where people get upset about, guys being on the practice squad that they think should have made the team. But, I really feel like the right guys are going to be there. And I hope that, everyone can stay healthy. And, that I think that is honestly the biggest thing is staying healthy. We've just had terrible luck with injuries the past 5 years, it feels like. So I think if everyone can stay healthy, then we'll be in good shape. But I'm definitely glad to have those guys on the practice squad.
Yeah, and I found out today, which I didn't know, that Wilcox is from the same neighborhood that like I live in right now.
No way.
That's
I saw it
cool.
like on a little blip on like our like neighborhood Facebook thing, and I was like, "Wait, are you serious?" I was like, "That's really cool."
That
Nobody
is
knew
so
anything
funny.
about the Bengals, but I commented "Who Day," and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "You'll learn. You'll learn."
Just wait.
Everybody come over to my house. I'll have the game on every Sunday if I'm not at the game.
Yeah, we got a comment here. It says, I would like to see 6 wide receivers just so they could keep them on rotation so our stars could be fresh since they had a lot of issues getting separation last year. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see how that all shakes out as far as getting separation. I feel like that's something that has been steadily being improved upon in camp as far as Jamar Chase is concerned. That was a big concern early, and he's made improvements there. So I hope that he'll continue to improve on that. I think it'll just depend, honestly, what kind of defense he's up against. Because I thought, he did well. So what do you guys think? 6 wide receivers?
I mean, I still think that I like the guys that we have. I'm not super concerned personally. But it's a good point.
I mean,
And
it's
we
a
got
nice
another
problem to have if you have 6. So
Yeah. We got another comment about the Tigers. I think they need to add more of a jungle look into the intro setup, and it would make the Tigers feel like they were more in place as opposed to the graveyard look. Yeah. Yeah, I
like,
could
are
definitely
they
see
going to
that.
add some more stuff? Because it felt like it was missing like a couple of things. Like maybe like during actual game day, they're going to add like more stuff. I don't know if are they going to add like fireworks or anything.
They had fireworks.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
had
did
fireworks
they?
going off.
Okay.
They were like behind me.
Oh, okay.
So I would hear them, but not always see them necessarily. But I honestly don't know what their plans are. I guess we'll just have to kind of wait and see
I
on
caught a
game
little
day.
bit of Orange Arrow's podcast with Emily Parker, and she said it was like a dress rehearsal. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
anticipating there'll be more to come.
It's a good point. I got to catch up on that show. I didn't have time to watch it live, but yeah, I would love to see what Emily Parker has to say about all that stuff because I really feel like the changes that they've made are good ones, and heading in the
I
right direction.
appreciate everything that they seem to have done to make the like fan experience in the stadium even that much better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they've done a great job, and it'll continue. I'm sure, but I feel like there's just in general like a really big focus on not just the fan experience, but getting the fans involved in the game because the intangible factor of the home game, right? A hype crowd that's really into it.
Yeah, for sure. And then we got Greg says, kick Fearson, a potential top 5 kicker. I think so.
Oh yeah.
I picked him up in my fantasy league.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice.
You're braver than me. I hate to draft before the end of preseason.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a bad omen. Like, I don't know, a little superstitious about that. But I'm glad you got him. I think he's going to be great. I think he's going to be like the Justin Tucker type guys where they're just automatic. You just know without a doubt that it's good. No matter how far out they are, it's like so good.
Yeah.
And then we got another comment. What do you think about 0 sacks all preseason? Pretty awesome. I think we had one.
Yeah.
We had one, but still great. Still better than I don't even know how many happened last year. A lot. So I hope that means good things going into the regular season. So
yeah.
I mean, all we have to go on is preseason. That's all anybody has to go on. It's a small sample size, and it's not totally realistic to what the actual season is going to bring. But even that, I mean, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Is that no sacks. Like, I mean, what else can you really ask for as far as like protecting Burrow, which is what everybody's been screaming about since Sewellgate, during the draft. And they lived up to it. So yeah. I don't know. My concern now is really, are we going to have a run game? I feel pretty damn good though about like the pass blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
you know, and that was priority number one, keep Burrow upright. So knock on wood, I'm not jinxing it, but I think that, you know, preseason, if that's any indication, like it was obvious they did make that priority one, and they did a good job. Frank killed it. So
Yeah, I think they silenced a lot of the people that were so skeptical about, you know, the changes that we made on the line. They said we didn't make any, and of course we all know that's not true. But you know, I think it went a long way with those people.
yeah.
But then we got another comment. It says the one thing we don't have in abundance is speed. Joey B's strength is throwing precision balls to tightly guarded targets. So
Yep.
yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. So predictions for the upcoming season. I am gonna say 10-7. I know that's kind of, people might say I'm crazy, but I say shoot for the stars. But I really think we could win 10 games. I think you know, Malik said we could win the first 4, and I think he's right. I think we could definitely win the first 4 games, and maybe 10 overall. So what do you guys think? Predictions?
I think we're going to at least win 8. I would love 10, even more, but I think we are going to surprise a lot of people, and hopefully we will shut a lot of people up. I feel like they'll still find something to talk about because they always seem to pick on us for some reason or another. But it's definitely going to be a completely different season from last year. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. What do you guys think?
I mean, I'm definitely hoping for 10 wins or more, but but I'm not sure exactly how many I would predict at this point. But I think that if we stayed healthy, I think that 8 or 9 would be probably pretty realistic for us, as long as, you know, we're healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be a big factor.
Yeah. It's not been in our favor the last few seasons, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I would say I would probably have said between 8 and 10 because I am optimistic this year. But since you guys already said all that, I'm gonna go crazy and say like 11. We're gonna win 11 games this year.
Oh, I like it.
I love
I'm gonna
it.
take the over. I want to take the
Hat
over.
takes
I
from
would
Whitney. I
gladly
love
be
it.
wrong.
Do I win something?
Yeah.
They do it.
We'll figure out a prize for you, Whitney. If we win that many, we'll think of a prize for you. For sure.
11 wins is prize enough. Be good. I'll be happy.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what? I'm really looking forward to our first playoff win because I feel like it's close. It could be this year, it could be next year, but it is definitely close. It's closer, I think, than a lot of people think. And I think that is, I will be sobbing, crying, ugly
Like,
crying.
I want to
really
cry
hope
just
there's no
thinking about
cameras
it right
pointed
now.
at me. What?
I said, I want to cry thinking about it right now.
Oh, me too. Yeah. I mean, I just thank God there's never been any cameras on me that I know of while I'm sobbing, because I do it kind of a lot during games, especially like at the end of the season or the end of the game, or, you know, something like something really good or really bad happens. I'm very emotional when I watch these games, and I'm just really thankful. If there's any video out there, don't tell me about it, because right now I don't think there is. So I want to keep on believing that. But I literally am like full on like crying like that, and it's not good, and I don't want to be made into a meme.
I've cried during
my
my
worst
share of
nightmare.
games too. So
Yeah, I also always cry during the national anthem, so it's just something I do. So.
That's how you roll.
But all right, so what are our plans for next week? Whitney, we know your plans are terrible. So
Yeah.
Jerry and Kayla, what are Jerry? When are you coming up to Cincinnati? What day are you coming up?
So I fly up on the 8th, and I'm basically driving all around the state, seeing a few of my friends and family.
Oh, great.
And then I am staying downtown for the game on Sunday because I fly back home that Monday. But I cannot wait to come tailgate with you guys. Can't wait to meet you, Jess. I can't wait to meet you, Kayla, and everybody else. Whitney, are you sure you can't just stow away my bag, please?
Just keep driving.
Yeah.
Just keep on driving.
Right, I might.
Leave early and just keep
Ooh,
going.
what time do I have to leave to make that work? I don't know.
But we
I like
are
how you
going to
think
have
that.
a Bengal Beach Day, Whitney, at some point in the season.
100%. Yeah.
We,
Let's do it like towards the end of the season when it's cold and crappy in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Post it.
so you're tired when we move to Florida, right?
Right. It's a date for sure.
Love it.
Awesome. Kayla, what time are you planning on getting up there? Is your dad coming again? You guys are
Yeah.
coming all year, right?
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I don't know what time we're gonna come, but we're gonna come early and visit you at tailgating, so that'll be fun.
Yay.
So
That's awesome. Yeah, we start tailgating at 9 is when they'll technically let you into the lot is at 9. So we start
Yeah.
setting up right at 9. And then we, it takes us, just a little bit to set up. You guys are welcome to come hang out and at any time. I realize 9 is a little early for some people, but we have breakfast, we have donuts. But we usually leave the tailgate lot around 11, so we can go see the players warm up. Because I don't know if you saw me catching the pass from Joe Mixon, and then my
That was
really
awesome.
pitiful throw back. But I mean, like, look at these little noodle arms. Like, I can't throw. I'm sorry, but I caught it. That was the important thing.
Yeah.
And I posted my catch on my Instagram, and somebody was like, show me. Why didn't you show the throw? You know why. You saw it. But anyway, those are the kind of things that you get when you're like the first person there. So we always go super crazy early into the stadium. But I really encourage everybody to come to the stadium super crazy early, because I just think it's a lot of fun. But also I encourage everybody to stop at all the different tailgates, because there's a lot of really, really fun ones. So, you don't have to stay very long in each one. Just stop by, say hi. A lot of people walk around to pretty much every tailgate. So it's a good time. There's a lot of good ones to hit. So definitely encourage coming early, hitting all the tailgates, and getting in early if you can. So
I'm excited. I can't wait. Tailgating is like my favorite thing in the world. Like, I don't care what we're tailgating for. I'm there. So.
Yeah. It was definitely probably the thing that I missed the most last year. And when I got there on Sunday, I literally, I almost cried, just because I missed everybody so much. You see these people every year for years and years and years now. They become part of your family, and then you go a whole year without seeing anybody. It's been really sad. So I was really happy to see everybody. I was happy everybody's healthy and doing well, and so it was a lot of fun seeing everybody. So
I actually tailgated last year when I came up for the first game that they let people into, and it was very limited. It almost felt like the zombie apocalypse, because there was nobody there. We were at Longworth, and it was bizarre. Yeah, like, I can't even describe just how weird it was. It was just like we were there on a random Tuesday or something. There was nobody there. We still had a good time.
Yeah. I think a lot of people shied away because the team officially banned it. So a lot of people were like, ooh, that's definitely how we kind of felt about it. So we didn't go to any tailgates. We got invited to Longworth and all this stuff, but we just didn't go. I worked with transplant patients last year, so I just was really being extra crazy safe. But this year I'm fully vaccinated, and I don't work with transplant patients anymore. Obviously my patients, even though not transplant patients, are still important to me, and their health and safety is obviously important to me, but I don't feel the need to be extremely, extremely overly crazy cautious, especially being vaccinated, getting my third vaccine probably here in the next month or so. So, I feel a little bit better about, being around everybody, and, not wearing a mask, and, being outside, not wearing a mask. I still wear a mask inside, but I don't wear a mask outside. I know some people do still, but I think it's good to kind of get back to normal as much as we can in a safe way. And I think it goes a long way for people's mental health to be able to do those kinds of things again. So, but I'm so excited to see you guys next week. Whitney, we'll miss you so much, but I hope you can get up to a game at some point this year. But if not, maybe we'll just have to all go down for the beach day that we're going to have. So I definitely want to go to that for sure.
Come on down. I've got plenty of room for everybody.
That's awesome. All right. So fashion spotlight. What did we wear to the game? What are we wearing next week? I was wearing a shirt that I made last year that says Who Day in giant letters on it. I really like that. I had the shirt that I actually got from the pro shop. It's like a t-shirt that just said Who Day in giant letters, like who and day. And I wanted to recreate it in a different style. So I recreated that last year. It's actually the shirt that I wore on my birthday last year to the Browns game. So I wore that with just some jean shorts. It was so hot. I was soaked from head to toe. My head was sweating. My toes were sweating. Like everything between was sweating. I was so hot. So I was at least decently comfortable in that. But Kayla, obviously I know what you were wearing because we were together, but tell everybody in case they didn't see our picture.
Yeah, I had my orange Burrow jersey, my hashtag new stripes. And then I had on a pair of white Tiger bike shorts. So I was
awesome,
cool.
by the way. Where did you get those?
TJ Maxx, unofficial sponsor of our show.
I love TJ Maxx so much.
Yeah, and they had pockets, so
I saw your pockets. I was real jealous of your pockets too.
So yeah, it was comfy. It was pretty hot though. Hopefully we get some fall weather soon. We can layer up instead of sweating to death.
Right. Seriously. All right. Whitney's back. Let's add Whitney back here again.
Okay.
Technical difficulties always. Oh, where'd you go?
There she is.
There she is.
Whitney.
Oh.
Ooh. Hello. Are you there?
Oh.
Okay. Jerry, what were you wearing while we try and get Whitney back?
So, I had my Burrow jersey on, not my new stripes yet, but I had my Burrow jersey on. I had like my Bengals towel. I said a ton of prayers, and I still wore that to the baby shower as well. And I've got a lot of weird looks.
That's fantastic.
Like,
I love that so much.
You don't understand. This is like my church. It's Sunday. I have to wear something Bengals.
Right.
It was an important day. So
like you're lucky
I told everybody. I told everybody. Nobody cared, and I just said, "Hey, do you know Joe Burrow's back? Joe came today. Joe played today. He was fine. Everything. His knee's fine. We're gonna do great." They're like, "I don't care."
They're like, great. Whitney, are you back with us? Whitney. Okay. Whitney might be having issues. Okay.
Oh, no.
You know what's funny about that, Jerry, is that one of the surgeons that I work with, the one that was actually there this weekend with me, I was like, all right, I got to see all my patients and I got to write all my notes. I got to finish my notes by noon because I got to get to the tailgate. And he's a big Tennessee Titans fan. He's originally from Nashville. And he was like, yeah, I heard Joe Burrow is going to be in there today. And I'm just like, yeah. And you know what's funny is I started working there in April. So these people have no idea how crazy I am. So I'm glad that I've had this time to kind of ease them into my personality so they know that I'm not a complete psychopath before football season starts. I'll be like, no, remember, I'm normal the rest of the year. It's just, this very brief time during the fall, during football season when I'm a total psychopath and making crazy demands about leaving on a Sunday at noon so I can make it to the tailgate. But it was good. Whitney, are you back yet? Poor Whitney. Okay. Maybe she'll come back. Maybe she won't. Next week, what are you guys planning on wearing next week to the game?
I have no idea. I'm probably packing my entire closet.
It's a good strategy.
Whenever I go away on a trip, I pack way too much stuff. Like
every time.
I don't know what I'm thinking when I pack, but what are you wearing, Miss Kayla?
So I'm hoping that my order from Cincy Shirts comes in by then because I want to wear my Ken Riley Ring of Honor shirt. I had the orange one, and I would like to wear that, but we'll see if they come in time. But I also got these cute little Bengals earrings that I got off Etsy that are little tiger stripes.
Oh, those are super cute.
So I'm going to wear those. So pretty excited.
Whitney, are you back now for real? Well, she was moving. She looked like she was back, and now she's frozen again.
Poor Whitney.
All right. Yeah, I am. I'm really excited, actually, because I'm going to wear my suspenders this week. My suspenders that I got on Etsy that are like Jerry's. I'm really excited about that. I got these like black, like cut off jorts. I feel like that was the only appropriate thing to wear with suspenders.
It's going to be so cute.
So,
you guys should match. It'd be so cute.
Yeah, and then I got an orange tank top that I might put something on. Haven't decided yet what. So I have a vinyl cutter. I cut out, whatever I want and iron it onto things. But it was so hot on Saturday. I thought my shirt was going to come unironed. That's how hot it was outside. I was like, are my plastic letters still on? Because it was that hot that I felt like I was being ironed again.
I'm secretly hoping that there's going to be like a cold front that comes through, so it's like the 60s, because I haven't felt like 60-degree weather since March.
I agree. I would be so happy if that were the case.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to change my outfit at the last minute if it meant that we would get some football weather. But I will say that looking at the schedule, we're going to have a lot of very cold games later in the season. So I am going to enjoy the warm games while they last, even though I thought I was going to melt on Sunday. It was very, very, very warm, like uncomfortably warm. But I know that soon enough it's going to be very, very cold. So enjoy it while I can.
I love those cold weather games, though. I remember we went to the game that ended Detroit's season. It was like Christmas Eve a couple years ago, and it was like snowing, and it was like the perfect day. That was like one of my favorite games I think I've been to.
Yeah, I definitely have made some upgrades in the past couple of years to my warm clothes, because I feel like if you're prepared with warm enough clothes, then you'll be okay. But sometimes, man, it's hard.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we know Kayla is going to every game. Jerry, you're coming next week. Are you going to any other? Do you have any other plans for sure to come to any other games in the future?
So I'm coming to week 1. I'm coming to the Jacksonville Thursday night game. I am most likely flying up for the Bengals 49ers game. And I think my boss and his wife are actually going to fly up with us, because he is a crazy football fan too. And he actually has 49ers season tickets that he flies from Tampa to San Francisco for almost every game. And then the week after that, we are actually going to the Denver Bengals game in Denver. So I'm really excited about that, because I've only been to one other Bengals game, if you don't count the one that I just went to here in Tampa. That was outside of Paul Brown, and that was a Cleveland game. So I'm excited to go into enemy territory, I guess. And it'll be super cold because it'll be December in Denver. And I love that weather. I will layer up and have a few drinks and be perfectly happy. And my husband will be miserable because he does not like any of the cold, but I'll be super happy.
That's funny. Yeah, we always try over the past, obviously last year nothing happened, but in the past we were trying to go to one away game a year. And it's actually kind of fun because usually there's a good group of Bengals fans that go. And so you can always meet up with them. And because we've been involved with the Pro Football Ultimate Fan Association, we know fans of almost every team. So it's always fun to go and meet their fans and kind of go to their tailgates. And everyone's always usually very hospitable and nice and welcoming. We went to Green Bay. That was a lot of fun. We went to Carolina. That was a lot of fun. So, we've always had really good experiences at other stadiums, but we stay away from Pittsburgh. We stay away from Cleveland. So, don't have any plans to go to any of those stadiums, but everywhere else we've been has been great. We've always had a great time. So I'm sure Denver will be a lot of fun. And I know some great fans in Denver. So if you need a hookup for the tailgate, let me know. Cause
definitely.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to the Vegas game, but those prices were.
The Vegas game?
Yeah.
So I since they've started requiring vaccines, I'm wondering if the prices won't drop on some of those or if people might be getting rid of stuff. So I think we're going to probably go out there and just see if we can get tickets, or if not, just kind of be around the atmosphere. Cause it's always a good time to go to Vegas, but, we'll see.
Vegas.
That one's kind of an if one, but I think we're thinking about maybe going to Chicago, the weekend after the home opener. That's a big maybe right now, but we'll see. But, well, awesome. Well, I can't wait to see you ladies next week at the game.
I'm so excited.
A week and a half from now. But Kayla, I loved meeting your dad. He was so nice and cool. And I loved that you guys came down and sat with us for a little while at the game. That was a lot of fun. So I can't wait
Thanks
to
so
hang out
much
with
for
you guys.
inviting us down. It was the best. We had so
Oh,
much
yeah.
fun.
So the people, I don't really know everybody that sits like immediately next to us and immediately in front of us, but they usually sell their tickets or, come and leave early. So I always, if I have open seats around me, I'm always texting people trying to get them down there because it's a lot of fun. But
Awesome.
all right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, ladies, for your time. Thank you, everybody, for your comments. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. We have another giveaway at 500 subscribers. So we'll be doing that once we reach that number. And yep, we're always live on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch. And you can catch up anytime on YouTube. And you can follow us all on Twitter and Instagram. And I think that's it. We'll see you guys in the jungle on 9/12. And Hoo day, everybody.
Hoo day.
Hoo day.